So, episode 10, it's your boy. You checking into the Laboratory Podcast, episode 10 trophies. First off, man, 10 straight weeks. The Laboratory Podcast come out every week, every Sunday at noon. You feel? For 10 straight weeks, we've been creating content. 10 straight. We got to take some time to clap it up. And don't think I fucked up the intro, because I didn't. I didn't fuck up the intro at all. You feel? I know a lot of y'all been waiting on episode 10. I tried to do 10 of the bitches. I don't know if that worked. But guess what? Episode 10 here. You feel me? So, let's get right off into it. You feel me? It's been a long time coming with the Laboratory Podcast. First topic we gonna go over today is celebrating your wins. And I feel like this is something we needed to go over because if we don't take time to celebrate our wins, who gonna do it for us? All right, now, when I came up with the Laboratory Podcast, it wasn't a whole bunch of people who was like, man, Tor, you doing something great. I want to show support. I want to show love. You feel? When you do things in life, a lot of times, sometimes you on these journeys alone. People can't see your vision. They don't see what's going on yet. So, you have to create these goals for yourself. And as we know, your goals continue to evolve. First, you want 10 views. Then you want 50 views. Then you want 100 views. First, you wanted to sell 5 pairs of sneakers. Then you want to sell 10. Then you want to sell 2. We just keep evaluating our goals and keep, reapplying them and reestablishing new goals. But you got to take time to celebrate your wins. You got to take time to celebrate your wins. I'm one of them people that I'm so much focused on the next move that I don't take time to celebrate my wins. But who gonna do it for me if I don't take time to celebrate them? We put a lot of stress on ourselves every day. You want to be a better person. You want to do something better than you did before. You want to establish a new goal. You want to establish a new routine. You want to establish a new mindset. You want to establish a new way that you live your life. Want to become a little bit better every day, but do you take time to celebrate your wins? Ask yourself this question when you're watching this video. When the last time I went out and celebrated? And I'm not talking about it's based on somebody else, based on a significant other, based on a family member. When do you take time to say, I went to the gym 5 times this week, I'm going to take some time to celebrate my win? When do you say, I did that homework assignment I didn't contemplate, let me take time to celebrate my wins? People, society pressures us. Our parents pressure us. We pressure ourselves. If we not taking time to celebrate our wins, nobody else will. And you're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner because you set your goals yourself. You go get them. You adapt. You learn. You become more responsible every time. And the reason why you're truly a winner is because you don't quit. Even the times you failed your goals, you reevaluated them, and you came back and you did it better. Even if you didn't go 5 times, but you tweaked it. You said, hey, can I go 3 times in a week? And you did it. All the times that you failed leading up to it, one time you going to go 5 times in a week to that gym. One time you going to do it. And a true winner is realizing an L is a lesson. I know we say that a lot, but an L is truly a lesson. When is the last time you took time to celebrate your win? Think about that. And after you watch this video, go celebrate it. Because the Laboratory Podcast might not be record-breaking and an earth-shaking platform yet for other people, but it is for me. And if I don't take time to celebrate that, I'm doing myself a disservice. You doing yourself a disservice by not celebrating when you win. You doing yourself a disservice when you don't realize you've made progression in your life. You doing yourself a disservice when you so focused on the next goal that you can't even celebrate your last one. And I'm not saying you got to celebrate long, but celebrate strong, if you know what I mean. If you can't celebrate long, man, celebrate strong. Take yourself out. Go sit in the bath. You feel? I be doing the Rev Run. I sit in the bath, write a poem. You feel me? Do something to celebrate your win because you earned it. To all the graduates, and not just the graduates, to all the people with promotions at jobs, all the people that established platform, all the people who's reached a new mindset, congratulations to y'all. Celebrate your win. Other people not gonna do it for you. You know you winning. Them is your goals. Them is your dreams. Them is your ambitions. And you put in the time to go get it. You wake up when other people don't wake up. I come shoot this podcast when other people don't want to. I come and show up, and I'm the one at night thinking about it. You the one at night thinking about your destiny. You the one evaluating where you been at. You the one evaluating where you going. You the one who know the work that you gotta put in to get from point A to point B. So you know what? When you get to point B, you take some time time and you celebrate it. Y'all some motherfucking goats. Take some time to celebrate it. It's episode 10 trophies. Your boy Big Toe is in the building. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm turned up because I can't fucking believe I have podcasts and I've been doing it for 10 fucking weeks. People don't know this shit a lot of work. But I know I apply that to my podcast, apply that to your life. Turn up. After this, I'm doing something. You feel me? With me and my baby, we're going to get some ice cream. You feel me? But we going to have a good time. Because you got to celebrate the wins. Other people won't see them as a win. You got to see them as a win. Because you a winner. And you win so much sometimes that you don't realize. It takes time to think about where you then came to. The place that you at now. Realize you're a winner. Go celebrate something. Big Toe, you feel me? But we gonna get into the next topic, and I really wanted to talk about this because this shit was groundbreaking for me. I've been watching basketball all my life. I ain't never seen no shit like this. You feel? LeBron became the first active player to become a billionaire. Oh, bro, we gotta clap it up for Brown. We gotta clap it up for Brown. I'm not gonna lie to you, Brown. You are not my favorite basketball player. I fuck with KD. But what LeBron has done has been unprecedented. Grew up without a father figure. Grew up and he's had the heap of pressure on him since he was a kid. Since he tattooed the chosen one on his back and he was on the front of it. He was on the front of a magazine cover. But you want to know what LeBron did that I wanted to bring to y'all today? Think about LeBron's team. This is people that he grew up with. These is people that he grew up with. And these the people that he got the billion with. He didn't have friends. He probably have encountered friends. But this certain group of friends, Maverick Carter, I'm forgetting some of their names. I know Rich Paul, the agent. It's some people that I don't even know. But think about who LeBron surrounded himself with to become successful. LeBron took time to diagnose that he had real friends, and they realized the opportunity that they had by being friends with him, and they didn't just sit around and put their hands out and expect him to get them something. They took the opportunity of being his friend, used that platform, and went and did something with it, bro. Brian, you a legend for that, bro. You a legend coming straight up out the hood. You find your friends, you found a core group of people, and they went and won. You feel me? And if you watching this, you need to discover and reevaluate. You just saw this man do this. You need to reevaluate your circle. Because that's not saying you can't take 5 people from the hood and go win. That's not saying you got to let where you came from define you. LeBron took people from backgrounds that aren't ideal, and they all went and did something great. If you can't realize that, you don't need an Ivy League scholarship to go do. You don't need an Ivy League graduation certificate to go do that. LeBron, he diagnosed the plan and had friends that wanted to see him win. And then think about this. Brown wouldn't be a king if he ain't had his queen next to him. Brown called himself the king. You know how much his wife probably go through taking care of them kids, showing love, staying out of the spotlight. Think about his team, bro. Think about this nigga's team. Like, we see LeBron, we see the finished product on the floor, but think about how many people truly care about his success and want to see him be successful. And that's how he became a billionaire. A lot of y'all go look at it as investments. Yes, but LeBron got people who look at him and his financial investor, the people who telling him what to invest in, them is his friends. The person who managed and negotiating his contract, that's another friend. He brought the team with him. You feel me? And if nothing, we gonna show love to that. Because I don't glorify the bullshit. I'm not glorifying the killing. I'm not glorifying all of the bullshit that's going on in the world. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna glorify when a black man do something legendary like this. LeBron, you not my favorite basketball player on the floor. But if I would be a fool to let my priority of who I think is the best basketball player on the floor blind me from the legendary things you have done off the court. LeBron said, fuck McDonald's and went and invested in Blaze Pizza. That man is a GOAT. A lot of people, they want to sign up for something. They want the dividends. They want them to write them a check. My man's LeBron was all about ownership. Started his own production company. Like, man, think about that. Think about that. But this is from people who he came up with. He knew they had skills. They knew he had a skill, and they utilized it together. They didn't let envy get in the way of them becoming great. They didn't let that happen. So if you got a core group of friends, after you watch this podcast, man, call them and tell them, we could do something great. We don't let jealousy. We don't let envy. We don't let greed get in our way. Look what we could do. Look what LeBron just did. Come on, y'all. It's sitting right in front of our face. And we might not all make big, but I'm telling you, we can make more if we work together. LeBron did something legendary. LeBron, shout out to you. You feel I almost called you Lego, but I don't fuck with you on the court like that. Off outside of basketball though, Lego. Lego, bro. Lego. Outside of this Lego. Lego. Shout out to LeBron. We are learning a lesson from you. Reevaluate your circle. Win with your friends. Don't let that greed, that hate, all of this bullshit blind you from a true friendship where y'all can both benefit spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially from working with each other and realizing each other's gifts. Because that's what LeBron did. And I took some time to learn something from it. Shout out to you, LeBron. We always gonna uplift it when a black person do something great like that. From now on, if y'all got something that y'all want me to speak about, some good news from the black community, somebody who has broke a record, you feel me? Something great that's just happened. Send it to me. We talk about it on the podcast because we all about uplifting the black people. Because y'all know what it is. We support our own. LeBron supported his own. Came out of that neighborhood and became a legend. That's how the fuck you do it, LeBron. That's how you do it. You feel me? Next topic I want to talk about. If they can stand it, I don't gotta understand it. I know I sit on this podcast and I got opinions. We all got opinions. Opinions like assholes, everybody got one. My mama used to always tell me that growing up. Opinions like assholes, everybody got one. You feel me? But at the end of the day, if some people can stand it, I don't have to understand it. You know, some stuff I look at in the world and I'm like, that's weird. You weird for taking part in that. But I think about us always passing judgment on other people. Who are we to judge another person and tell them what they doing is right? It might not be for us, but that don't mean it's not for them. Some people, they say, oh man, how could you wear clothes like that to reveal you? That might not be your lane. That might not be what you do. You feel me? That might not be your lane. Now, if you see a friend doing something destructive, that might be a time where you stand. But just because they live life different than you, and you can't understand the satisfaction that brings them, just because you can't understand it, it don't make it wrong. Expand your mind. Think differently. It's not wrong for somebody to live differently than you. And then, to me, to keep myself at peace, if they can stand it, I don't gotta understand it. Auntie Tawada used to always tell me that. If they can stand it, if they can bear it, if they can take what come behind it, if they get satisfaction about it, if they love it, if they can stand it and they love it, I don't have to understand it. It's not my job in the world to understand everything or play like we understand things. We create all of these social constructs in the world to say, hey, I can understand this person. And it's all fast food shit. We want to be able to categorize somebody before we even get to know them. Think about that in society, y'all. How many times, how many tools we use to categorize and to make assumptions about people before we ever take time to get to know them. And it's because a lot of us don't have the patience to sit down and understand. I don't understand everything, and it's not my job to. It's not your job. You don't got to nod your head when you don't get it. If somebody be like, man, bro, you don't know nothing about sleeping on the floatory like 6 months out the year because you was never down like that. I'm not going to nod my head like, yes, I would, just to be a part of the. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And sometimes it's cool to say, I don't know. You don't have to play along to understand everything. I think that's why everybody fighting for struggle nowadays, and they want to see like they want to look like they came from somewhere. They want to have some story so they reach. You don't gotta reach when it's real. You don't gotta reach when it's real. If your friend's doing something, and long as it's not harming them, you don't have to understand everything. Be a support system. Support somebody. But you don't gotta understand it. Nobody is going to understand. You know how many times I've told my bros, man, bro, I don't know why you doing this, but I'm here for you. I don't know what satisfaction this brings you, but I'm here for you. I don't know what you get from this. And guess what? I done told them it's not for me, but if you need me, call me. If you need to talk, call me. If you need to come to somebody to vent, call me. But to say and to put the pressure on ourselves that we got to understand everything, that's inhumane. We can't. And when we play like we do, we look like some dumbasses. Because you acted like somebody that you're not. And a lot of us is younger. And we want to play like we know every goddamn thing. I know I say that a lot on the podcast, but it's the truth. If they can stand it, Big Toe don't gotta understand it, bro. And the point of being Big Toe is being the best version of yourself. And I'm not about to fake it To act like I understand somebody else's struggle, but I will support you and I will be there for you. And I might not even know how to do that at times, but guess what? I'll at least take the time to ask you. I'll at least take some effort to try to learn something because I don't know everything. But if people can stand it, you don't have to understand it. You don't have to live in that person's shoes. It's not your right to judge everybody. Take some time to learn, to gain some perspective. Everybody want to cast judgment. Ooh, that's lame. Ooh, that's corny. Man, you know, if you took time to learn and to understand what people's perspective, you might not agree. But like I say, when I talk to my man's Bruce, so if you watching this, Bruce, shout out to you. Every time I talk to him, I say, bro, even if we don't agree, I just gained a new perspective. If that's not the way you looking at life, you looking at it wrong. Even when you don't agree with somebody, the fact that you sat down and talked to them and conversed and shared opinions, you just gained a new perspective. So guess what? If you run into somebody else with that perspective, you can understand, at least start the process of understanding a little bit where they coming from. You might not agree at all, but you can gain some perspective from something. Use everything as a learning opportunity instead of using it as a way to judge people or to categorize, oh, I don't fuck with this certain group. I don't fuck with niggas from Arkansas. You don't know nobody from Arkansas. You don't know nobody. Sit your ass down somewhere, bro. So that's what some of y'all need to know. Sit your ass down somewhere, bro. It's big time. I'm in the building, man. Episode 10 trophies. Y'all already know what the fuck it is, man. But yeah, man, we gonna get to the next topic. Your boy just gonna take a sippy sip. Man, y'all know I'm turned if I'm doing the little 10 shakes in the middle of the episode, but I feel like we got some good content over here. I feel like we got some shit going, man. But yeah, man, if they can understand it, if they can stand it, I don't have to understand it. If your friends can stand it, show support, show love. You don't gotta understand everything, but support. You feel me? And I want to take some time to say, think about something you're grateful for. A lot of times we reflect on negativity. We reflect on things that don't go well for us. But do you ever take time to sit back and just think about the things you're grateful for? This is just a little reflection period. And this topic not going to be too long. But I'm just saying, think about the things that you take for granted on the regular. Like life, time. Having time is a big thing. A lot of us might not have the same set of resources. We might not have been dealt the same deck of cards in life, but we got time. At least you got some time. You'd have some time to do some things. You feel me? And don't take it for granted because we never know when it can end. So after this, take some time. And if I do post this on Instagram and you watching this clip, take some time to comment something you're grateful for. You feel me? It could be somebody. It could be peace. It could be a part of you that you've developed. It could be a habit that you just started. But take some time to think about something you're grateful for. We reflect on the negative way too much to not take time to say, hey, there's some things that's happened for me that I'm grateful for. For me personally, man, I'm going to grad school. I just got my ACD contract. I won a scholarship. Like, bro, I'm grateful for these opportunities. I'm grateful to have time to sit in front of this camera. I'm grateful to have people that support me. Love you to Aviant. I love you to J Bug, Darius, Ant, Bruce. Man, I love all of y'all, man. I love my support system. And even if you don't have something you're grateful for, maybe you have someone you're grateful for. And after this, you send them a text message to say, hey, thanks for looking out. That time I needed you, thanks for looking out. Because we all know, blood don't make you family. Some of our friends is closer to us than our family. You don't get to pick your family, but you get to pick your friends. Sometimes your friends are your family. Because I know for me, I got associates and I got family. I don't really do the gray area shit because I don't play that. That's just me personally. That's just how my trust is set up. I got some associates, you feel me? Some people I could call for some stuff. And then I got family. But man, I have met some of the dopest people that haven't been related to me. And they just feel like they've been my family all my life. Take some time to let somebody know let someone know that you're grateful for them. And then take some time to think about other things that you're grateful for. Because the summer is going on. Before you know it, school year will be back for some of y'all going to school. Some of y'all that listen to my podcast, y'all just got out of college. It's uncharted territory. Y'all about to start working. Some people who watch this podcast, y'all already adults. Y'all already working. Y'all already got stuff going on. You feel me? But it's nice outside now. We all know where to get when it get in them cold months. So it's like when we got this good weather outside, when we having nice days, man, just take some time to think about something you're grateful for. Some people that even listen to my podcast, y'all in high school, man. Hey, be grateful for the moment. If you go to prom, be grateful for that shit. That shit only happens one time. You know what I'm saying? It only take one time. It only take one time. You know what I'm saying? But like, turn up, bro. Like, take some time to think for something you're grateful for. I want to speak on the dating culture right now. And one thing I'll say is like, bro, ain't nothing cool about lying. And you know, I don't really speak on the dating culture because I've been in a relationship for so long. I'm not out here dating or doing none of that shit. But one thing I can say is like, seeing people try to lie and deceive other people to get what they want. That's the one thing that I don't like about like our current climate of dating culture. A lot of people, they want to sit around and they feel like they got to manipulate you. And I tell my bros this all the time. If you just looking for sex, find somebody who just looking for sex. If you looking for a relationship, find somebody who looking for a relationship. The reason why a lot of people don't want to be real about them intentions is because they don't think a lot of people gonna go for that shit. That's the problem. That's really the problem. People don't want to be honest because they realize that, damn, this shrinks the pool. If I tell people that all I want is sex, it's not gonna be a lot of people that want to fuck with me. Maybe. Nigga, maybe you need to find a new pool. And I'm not just saying that. Like, women, men, whatever you identify as, like, maybe you need to find a new pool of people to go connect with. Because whatever you looking for is out there. It's somebody else looking for what you looking for. The reason is you want an orange, but you in the apple section. You fucking with somebody who really want a relationship, who want to build something with somebody. And you just want sex, so you lie to them and tell them, hey, I really want to build something. You know goddamn well you just want sex. Whole shit go wrong. Your tires get slashed. Crazy shit starts to happen. You get exposed on Instagram. Whatever happens. And then you like, what the fuck? How did all of that happen? You went in with bad intentions. You knew what this person's intentions was. Your intentions was to deceive them and get what you could get. And I feel like that's where we going wrong. If you telling the truth and you being transparent, you don't got to worry about all the bullshit. And I know sometimes you get in something and feelings change. But the thing is, you can't expect somebody who you just having sex with to be what you would want a boyfriend to be or what you would want a girlfriend to be unless y'all discuss that. Like I said, it's all about communication. So it's like whatever rules and terms and things that y'all deal with or y'all want to agree to, do that. But have the conversation. Because there's too many people out here who getting their feelings hurt because they wanted more from somebody. They wanted more from somebody. Or they didn't want that much for somebody. And then somebody got into it. And you feel me? Like, all I would say is take some time to communicate. Because a lot of hurt feelings happen. And a lot hurt people. If you know goddamn well you don't got no good intentions. And, hey, man. And I'm not saying just having sex ain't a good intention. People enjoy sex, man. If y'all both just want to have sex and do y'all thing, go and do that. But if you know this person wants something different than what you want, and you take time to lie to them and deceive them, just so you can fulfill your greed or your want for lust or something, that's corny. Learn some self-control. That's truthfully. I feel like a lot of people in our generation don't have self-control. We like, yeah, we know this person, you know, they don't really want to fuck with nobody like that, or they just want sex, but, hey, I'm going to just ride it out because it's fun. You know I really don't want to fuck with them. Don't play with nobody's feelings. You feel me? Because you don't want nobody to do that to you. So take some time to think about it. Tell the truth. Then you can find people who want what you want. And if feelings change, reestablish that and go talk about it. Y'all end up really liking each other, y'all want to be together, that's cool. Maybe y'all really was talking, y'all had intentions of being with somebody, but then you end up fucking with somebody else. So you don't, like, it's a lot of hard conversations as an adult you need to have, but you need to have them. Because if you don't have them, that's how people get hurt. That's how people feel like their feelings was neglected. And I just wanted to speak on it because it leads into our next topic. STDs are real. Like, it ain't no joke with that shit. When you out here stepping out on your significant other, or you not communicating with the people that you sexually active with, who else you're sexually active with, that's how these STDs is things spread. Because if you are fucking with people, a lot of multiple people, you need to be getting checked out, and you need to be communicating to them, letting them know, hey, you don't got to tell them names and all of that shit, but you need to tell them, hey, I'm sleeping with other people. Because it becomes a health issue. And a lot of people are like, oh man, why should I care about that person's feelings? You're not my girlfriend. You're not my boyfriend. I don't need to worry about how you feel. But when the people's health are intertwined, you need to be a little bit more responsible. Fuck a little bit. You need to be a lot more responsible. Because some of this shit don't go away. And you lying to somebody and then you got them running around and they got a disease or they whole life has changed built based off of a lie that you told them. And I know I'm slipping up, but it's like I get emotional because I know people who have went through this before. And it's like all of that because somebody grown didn't want to have a conversation. It's nothing wrong with sleeping with multiple people. It's nothing wrong with being involved with multiple people. It's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. It's nothing wrong with what you desire long as you communicate it. Like, it's nothing. It's nothing wrong with what you desire long as you communicate it. Like, it's cool. You feel me? So that's just what I want you to realize. Like, it's nothing wrong with it. Long as you communicate and you cool. You feel me? Long as you communicate and you cool. But STDs are real, man. So just take some time to be honest with somebody. Because you got other people's health intertwined in this. And it's a lot more serious than you think. I know a lot of us got the mentality that we just want to have fun. We just want to do what's socially acceptable right now. We just want to go out and hump everything. We young. Let's go do it. But when people's health are at risk in these situations, you got to take time to think about something. You got to take time to think about it. And that's a message that I want to leave y'all with as far as that topic. STDs is real. This shit is hurting a lot of people. People are into a lot. I see a lot of people who, they might not speak on it, but they tell their friends in private about situations that has happened to them because people don't want to be honest. Take some time and be honest. Whoever you fucking with, go get tested. You feel me? Continually make it a habit to go get tested. Man, once a month. If you know how sexually active you are, so you know how much you need to go get tested. But, man, if you are going to be out here, be safe. Make sure people getting tested. Make sure you're being honest with people. Because you're not just hurting some feelings. You could be hurting some futures, too. Not just hurting some feelings. You could be hurting some futures. So take some time to think about that. Another thing I want to talk about. Why is everything so transactional now? It's like, I need people to do this for me. I need people to do that for me. If I'm friends with you, you got to do this. If I'm in a relationship with you, you got to do that. Like, bro, don't expect more out of other people than what you expect out of yourself. What I've realized about the world now is everybody needs somebody else to do something for them that they're not willing to do for themselves. There's a lot of people who, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't care how mad you get. You want somebody, hey man, you got to make, this person got to make so-and-so amount of money. They got to do this. They got to do that. But they don't got that standard for themselves in life. Ask yourself what you're willing to work hard to get. Because you can't have these expectations of other people and not have them of yourself. That's the problem. That's the problem in our world right now. So many people got expectations. People need to live their life like this. You need to be bringing this to the table. You need to be bringing that to the table. Evaluate yourself and ask yourself what you're doing. Think about that. Everything don't have to be transactional. What happened to just doing something out of love? Like with your friends, bro, you shouldn't be having to like keep score. You shouldn't have to do that. Y'all should be doing it out of love. Now, it is situations where you realize you doing a lot more than another for one person than they doing for you. But that's a conversation y'all can have. But y'all shouldn't be running around here keeping score like, oh yeah, man, we went to Wendy's. I spent $2 on my man's because he drove me. I bought him some $2 fries and now I'm keeping score of that. Like, why is everything so transactional? Like, man, if you love somebody, you do for them and you don't have to throw it back in their face, because that's where I see a lot of friendships sputter. It's people who, y'all have a situation and then you want to throw everything you did for them back in their face. I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that. But like if you would have took time to tell them in the midst of the relationship or the friendship, hey, I feel like sometimes I'm doing more or I'm communicating more than you are, and sometimes I feel a way about it. Now, you know, if you just two different types of people. Maybe you the friend that calls all the time, and they not the friend that picks up the phone and calls every time. You feel me? But stop making things so transactional. Do something out of love. Like, I do a lot of things for people, and I don't expect nothing back. Because if I wanted something back, I wouldn't do it in the first place. If you truly know that somebody has to do something for you back, for you to feel validated in the action you just did for them, don't do it. Simple. If you know, for me to feel cool about going to my friend's birthday party, I need them to come to my birthday party, buy me a birthday gift. They got to do X, Y, and Z. Man, don't fucking go. I'll just be honest. Because if you go, and then they don't do them things back, how you gonna feel? Like, if you doing stuff out of love, you don't got to keep score. You feel? Because if you keep a score, you losing. You already losing if you keep a score. If you got to keep score about what you did for somebody and you losing, you losing the love of it. You losing yourself in things and actions that you've done for other people, and you're not thinking about the love that you just have for them. If you got to keep score, don't be around that person no more. Because your relationship has turned into something that isn't just based off of genuine love anymore. Now you got to keep score. You got to write down everything you do. If that's the case, man, don't fucking deal with that person. Because obviously you doing more for them than they doing for you, and you unsatisfied anyway. And at the point you feel like you got to write down a score, man, to all of my friends, if y'all got to write down a score with me, man, just don't be my friend. Because in friendship, especially if y'all reach the point that y'all feel like we family, we got love for each other, you shouldn't have to keep score with your friends. Because that's what people who love each other do. Families support each other. Sometimes a friend gonna have an up season. They gonna be up all season, all year long. And you might be down. Sometimes you gonna be up all season. You killing it. And then they might be down a little bit. You feel me? But it's about recognizing where people at in their life. You feel me? You might be in a mode of celebration. Your friend might be in another mode of depression. But if you got to keep scoring that time, I did this for them. Think about where they at in their life. Maybe your friend, you had to show up to support them, but maybe they can't show up to support you because where they at right now mentally don't make them available to you. And you have to think about where your friends are at in life. But if you got to keep score, you got to keep track of this and that. I hate them little ticky-tack motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Because at the end of the day, if we friends, if we gang, we don't got to do that. You got to count every dollar. You got to count every time you did a favor. Man, if you around people like that who have to do that with you, get from around them. If you got to keep score, you losing. Man, one more thing I want to say before we get out of here. You done some great things. I done some great things. Take some time to celebrate. It's the summer. I'm not trying to make these episodes too long because I want y'all to get a good message and then get out of here. You feel? I don't want to take up your whole week, but I want you to leave with some motivation. Leave a comment of something you're grateful for. Leave a comment and tell us about a recent win you done had. But yeah, man, if you see me and DM me, say congratulations. So a lot of y'all support really helps me. And one thing else I want to say about support, I know this is kind of going on a little long, but thank you to all the people who support me, who repost, who show love, who take time to message me one-on-one. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where I create a whole episode and I think I went so far in on it and I might get 10 views. And that's why this episode 10 is such a milestone for me. Because even in the times where it was great, even in the times where it's rough, I've prevailed. Even in the times that it's been rough in your life, even in the times that it's been great, even in the times where you didn't even know what the fuck was going on, you didn't prevail. Thank you to all the people who support me, who repost my reels, who repost my clips. If you can, check out a full episode because that just means a lot to me. I know I love the likes, I love the reposts, but you check it out a full episode telling me what you think about it means the word to me because it's impact over views over here at the Laboratory Podcast. It's living, not existing, and we just want to make an impact on people. I'm not going to do the clout chasing for the views and all of that, but I would like if a lot of people, more people tuned in. So thank you for all my supporters. Thank you for all the people who go support us to the future. 10 episodes straight of the Laboratory Podcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can be everything you want to be in the world, but you can't be Big Toe. Episode 10, trophies, Big Toe, and I'm out. Peace!